Today I'm visiting Västerås, the second oldest town in Sweden, and also the second ugliest. It was founded in 990 AD, just 20 years after Sigtuna, the oldest town in Sweden. In the 1100s, this place was called Västerås, and in the 1200s it became an important shipping point for getting goods out to the Baltic Sea. This was one of the most important towns in Sweden in medieval times, alongside Stockholm. I've never really explored Västerås, because it's in a pretty bad location. It's very close to Stockholm, just 1 hour away, and there's nothing really special about this town. Or is there? So what's the deal with Västerås being the second ugliest town in Sweden? Well, if you saw my video about the ugliest town in Sweden, you know that that's Borlänge, but Västerås was voted second place. Does it deserve it? I'm not so sure about that. The town is pretty lush and green, and you have some interesting houses to look at, even though you also have some typical concrete boxes as well. Vsters Cathedral was built in the 1200s, but there were lots of additions up until 1517. Then it burnt down in 1690, but it was rebuilt in the same shape. Also, the cathedral had minor fires in 1380, 1390 and 1521. Lightning struck the tower in 1702 during Mass, and there was another fire in 1907. Is someone up there trying to tell Västerås something? This is also where King Erik XIV is buried, but let me tell you more about him when we check out Vsters Castle. Look at the scarf on that guy. That is adorable, but it's summer now, he doesn't need it. Västerås is often called Gurkstaden, the cucumber town, but the story behind it is actually not all that interesting. In 1741, a specific type of cucumber started to be grown here, and it's apparently really good for pickling. Personally, I can't stand the horrible stuff, but yeah, there you have it. The riveting tale of how Västerås became the cucumber town. An important thing happened on June 17, 1527, at Parliament in Västerås. That's when Sweden officially became a Protestant nation, and actually the first Protestant nation in the world. After Sweden abandoned Old Norse religion sometime around 1000 AD, Catholicism was the state religion, but all of that ended in 1527. King Gustav Vasa essentially struck a mortal blow to the church at that time. The crown could now confiscate church territory, and it also limited the power of the bishops to a great extent. So you'd better not believe that there were religious reasons that Sweden became Protestant. Behind me is Vsteros Castle. It was first constructed in the 1100s, but it was then rebuilt in the 1500s during King Gustav Vasa's rule. And this is also where King Erik XIV was imprisoned for a year in 1573. Erik became king in 1560, but he reigned in troubled times. There were lots of uprisings, and he was feuding with his brothers as well. And it didn't really help that Erik also got paranoid, and he started attacking the aristocracy. His mental state decayed more and more, and eventually he was deposed in 1569. After that, he was kept in captivity in various castles, one of which was this one. In the end, King Erik XIV died of eating pea soup. It was actually debated for hundreds of years what the actual cause of his death was. Some thought that no, he died of perfectly natural causes, but some thought foul play was afoot, because he had pissed off so many people. In the end, they actually dug up his grave to inspect the remains, and they found great quantities of arsenic. So sure, he died of eating pea soup, but that was one spicy pea soup. Another thing you can do in Västerås is take a boat trip in the archipelago. I love boats, but come on, we need to go, the boat is about to leave. There's a lot of other activities in Västerås as well. For example, there's Kokpunkten, the boiling point, a themed bathhouse. And also the Dome, an adventure park with skateboarding and trampolines and all that kind of stuff. I am sorely tempted to try some skateboarding, but I think sore is the key word. I would kill myself. And there you have it. That was a quick look at the town of Västerås in Sweden. So what are my thoughts now? Is Västerås an ugly little town playing second fiddle to Stockholm? Well, no, not really. This place is a lot more beautiful and a lot more interesting than I thought it was gonna be. So let's say goodbye to Västerås for now. You like and subscribe, but most importantly, have a great day.